Self-Awareness, Whose Truth. I am your host, Rose, and I am so excited to be here again, and I want to thank everyone who support my show for the last 15 years. And you know, the show is about empowerment. I'm not here to repeat the same old knowledge, information that's been passed down for generation to generation. This show is about waking you up to who you truly is and how to reconnect with your God-given power. And I don't like using the word God. I call the Creator, the Most High, infinite intelligence, higher consciousness. Those are the terms I like. But today, I want to talk about how you can practice different techniques to activate the power that you already have within you. And there's so many books, different techniques. And when I was doing my self-awareness workshop at TRAS down in Manhattan years ago, I allowed them to practice these different techniques because you have to know these things for yourself. Just hearing about it and not internalizing it, researching it, and put it in practice. And it takes time. Everything is not going to happen overnight because we've been so conditioned and programmed to feel we are powerless. And the Creator did not create victims. They are volunteers. And they're not even aware of it. That's the sad part. We're in a trance. And it's time to wake up. Mother Earth is purging. She's going through her ascension to move to the fifth dimension, which we will discuss on more shows for the future, because we talked about the ascension that many people are experiencing and the different symptoms, because right now the pressure in my head has eased up. I don't have the cramping as bad as I used to. I still have the craving for sweets, and it's not always healthy organic sweets. But they say the body knows what to do when it's going through this process. So don't beat yourself up. And my lips is still shedding, it's dry, but I'm still using the organic aloe vera gel and vitamin E and oil just to help along the stage. But once I get through whatever upload I'm going through, it'll clear up. So, but what I want to do, I'm going to talk about different things. And you can go on YouTube. They have a lot of great clips that you can practice if you don't want to buy the books. And at my workshop that I used to do, which I will be starting up again, so if you're interested in it, please email me or call me so I can put you on the mailing list. And this is one of the techniques that we use at my workshop. And very simple and very powerful. And it was about 30 people in the workshop. And I did this technique, and they had to recognize each one of these symbols with their eyes closed. I put it on a piece of paper, held it to my third eye, and told them to get in a meditative state and focus on their third eye. Don't think what come through. And they was very surprised. Out of 25 symptoms, most of the people got maybe 10 correct, some people a little more, and some people a little less. And they was really surprised because they didn't see which one I was holding. But this is a technique you can practice. There's so many different things you can do. And one of the other techniques that I did in the workshop, I put something in a box. No one had any idea what it was. And I gave them maybe 7 description, and they had to come up with what came through from their intuition, because that's really what it is. And out of most of the people at the workshop, most people got maybe out of the 7 description, most people got 5 or 3 correct. And there was a surprise again, because this wasn't about thinking. This goes beyond the mind. You already have these gifts. You can know when something is going to happen. You can feel different people's energy, things about people that you had no clue. You have these gifts, but you don't believe it, you don't trust it, and you're letting other people telling you you're crazy. I went through that because I experienced a lot of vision, and I shared with most people, and they happened, just like the 9/11, just like the thing that happened after the 9/11 on the water. And I knew it was something that was going to happen on water, and it wasn't going to be as devastating as the 9/11. But people didn't believe me until it happened. Same thing with the airplane crashing. And I talks about that in my books, a lot of the different visions that I had that came true, and some that didn't. Because if people change their frequency, things can change. And this is what this whole universe is about, because everything is energy. The creator is an energy source, and we are co-creators. And we are really creating our reality out of fear and ignorance, because we forgot who we really are and the power that was put inside each and every one of us. And this is another book I had maybe over 20 years now, Psyche Living. And this one is very great too, and simple. Even how to use colors, how you can heal yourself with colors. And yes, we need to eat healthy, organic food, especially the green veggies, and think positive and loving and peace. All of this is energy. And when we're thinking jealousy, hatred, angry, all of this stuff takes you on a negative vibration. So you want to be healthy, you have the power to change it. You want to heal, you have the power to heal anything. And I talked about it on many of my shows, because you know by now, my first book, when I was diagnosed in 1987 with psychosis, and it's just like lupus, and the same treatment. I don't know why they give it a different name. And I've been cured over 20 years when two hospitals said it was incurable. But I had to get in line with the source that we call God. So this is what these books that I write is about. It's about helping you help yourself. But you have to realize that you're in a trance. And this is what the system set it up. That's why TV is one of their biggest mind control. And these commercials, big time. I mean, commercials like never before. It's like every 5 minutes. Even on the internet, there's certain advertisement you can't even skip. Why? Because if you're on that low vibration, they know when you continue hearing whatever commercial it is, it's going to sink in to your subconscious mind, and you're going to accept whatever it's saying. And these celebrities, I don't even know why they would even promote a lot of these things that they're paying them to advertise for us. And, oh, I can eat anything and lose weight. You know, the football player and his wife that was an actor back in the day. You know the commercial. Come on. And these people are getting paid to lie, and they know they lying. I have no respect for none of them. So the thing is, it's up to you to take back your power. And this is another great book. And these books been published maybe 15, 20 years ago, giving you all types of techniques that you can practice. And the more you practice and trust, you will see some results. It may not happen right away, but that's why you got to be consistent. And most of us are not. I'm still working on being consistent, even though I'm very intuitive. I have visions. I go to different dimensions, which I wrote about in part 2 of the Why book. I experience things that blow people's mind on a higher dimension, because everybody is stuck here on the 3rd dimension and think this is it. And this is what the system wants you to believe. You're multidimensional. And when Gary Zucker was on Oprah, who wrote Seed of the Soul, and when he told the audience they was multidimensional, they couldn't wrap their mind around that. Even the book, The Seed of the Soul, they couldn't enter and understand what he was saying in the book. So he told the audience he would write another book, which was called Soul Stories. And he told them to read that one, then go back to Seed of the Soul. Because when you wake up and you beginning, it's just like being in school, 1st grade, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So you have to keep working on yourself and evolving to these different levels, because each level is new and more information. And the thing about it, it's everything you already know, you just forgot. So this is something for you to think about. And if you connect back with that source we call God, which is co-creator, because we are co-creators, whether we realize it or not. And you can even not just heal yourself, you can help heal other people. I have done it. And I didn't even realize what I was doing. And I wrote about it in my book, the different experience, what date, well, what year, the location, and the whole process, how these things happen. So this is something you really need to think about. And the clip that is coming on after this taping is very powerful. And it's going to talk, KRS is going to talk about talking to yourselves. I talk to myself every day. That was one of the reasons I was able to heal, because your cells are listening to everything you are saying, feeling, and believing, and it responds, because that's what it does. But KRS is going to break it down at the end of this clip, so I want you to make sure you watch it. But I first heard about talking to your cells from Dr. Jewel Pooklin, and she was a GYN doctor, and very powerful. And the clip is still on YouTube, how she breaks it down. And she's not a GYN doctor anymore. She gave it up. She said they're killing you, and she don't want the karma to come back to her. So she's all holistic now, and great teaching. And you have to be open to receive. And you don't have to believe everything you hear or you read or somebody told you. You have to be willing to do your own research. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't get intimidated by nobody because of their label, their status. Ask and do your research. And this is what I keep telling people. This journey is not an easy journey, because the Creator will test you. How bad do you want to reconnect back with the source, the Most High, Prime Creator, your power? It's in you. Read 2 Timothy verse 7. The Creator said, I did not give you a spirit of fear. I gave you love, sound mind, and power. Stop believing in these politicians, because you have the power. And they just the mirror. Well, when y'all gonna take your power back? Y'all still believe we care about you? We're gonna make some real changes? Come on. I had a refrigerator magnet years ago, and it said if voting could really change anything, it would be illegal. Think about it. Own your power. Develop it. There's so much things we can do to make this world a better place. So make sure you listen to the clip with KRS. A lot of good information. Thank you. The Creator in me greets the Creator in you.